Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our national officials for this match. First referee, Joy De Imus. Our second referee is Ryan Vincent Corpus. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the Capital1 Solar Spikers. Outside spiker number 10, team captain Jorel Singh. Opposite hitter number 2, Sid Niegos. Outside spiker number 12, Patty Orendain. Setter number 14, May Macatuno. Middle blocker number 15, Des Clemente. Middle blocker number 17, Shai Umandal. Starting libero is number 18, RJ Rivera. Head coach for Capital One is Roger Gorayev. And now the starters for the Akari Chargers. Outside spiker number 5, Gretchel Soltones. Setter number 8, Jaja Maraginot. Middle blocker number 10, Ezra Madrigal. Middle blocker number 14, Fifi Sharma. Opposite hitter number 16, Dindin Santiago Manabat. And outside spiker number 17, Faith Nisperos. Starting libero is number 1, Bang Pineda. Head coach for Akari is Rafi Musuela. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is Capital One versus Akari. This is the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
We're seeing some changes in the starting lineups of our teams from the previous games. Shayo Mandal is in now for the Solar Spikers, joining Clemente and Diego Singh. But in the in, Rivera and Makatuno, they are wearing yellow with complementary blue for today. And on the other end, for Akari, some changes as well, as it is a different setter, Jaja Maraginot, starting for them. Dindin Santiago Manabat gets a start. We did mention she's been in and out of their lineup, so it's good to see her. But how about Faith Nisperos, who only played in their third set versus Gallery Tower and scored 4 points. She's back to the first 6.
And she really wants to get her confidence back. It has been an up and down performance for Faith Nisperos here in the PVL. But knowing her, she's a fighter.
Oh, yes.
So she will really work hard in this game to be able to get back to her usual numbers pagdating sa statistics. Para naman sa Capital One, when you take a look at their outside hitter position, these are 2 veterans already. We've seen them in the PVL before. We've seen them in their respective universities and college. Alam natin kung ano yung dinadala nila sa table for the Solar Spikers. I would say that Akari will have that slight advantage in the middle blocker position.
The most crucial position for the day. That's what we have built on so far in our pre-game. And at the start of this match is now, there's that hit by Des Clemente. Good read by Akari. Dindin, not much power. And a good chance for the yellow shirts. Jorel Singh, you can see the height difference, and she prevails.
That infraction will be called on the Akari Chargers. That will be the first point of Capital One. Dating teammates din ito, si Dindin Santiago Manabat and Jorel Singh.
That's for National U.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're also happy to be going up against each other.
That's right. Clemente setting that ball in. She's been happy with her serves this conference. Jorel Singh once more against 2 blockers. 2 points for Capital One.
For Capital One, yes, they're out of the semifinals race already. So gears will shift. Yung target nila would be to have the best finish possible here in the PVL.
And after all, their players did say that this is some sort of tryout for them for our next conferences in this league. Down the line target that went long for Niegos. And that's the first point of Akari in this game.
For Akari, I feel like kompleto na talaga sila pagdating sa players. When you take a look at the pieces in every position, kompleto na eh. They just really have to come together and build that smooth connection.
Maybe some more time for the black shirts. As now, Jorel Singh again prevails from that left pin. What a start for her.
2 points already for Jorel Singh.
And that's off of her teammate before in Dindin Manabat.
She might have that height disadvantage, pero pag tinignan mo yung wrist action niya every time she goes up for that hit, kumbaga, hindi mo mafe-feel that she's undersized.
And I've loved that narrative ever since her college days. As now Ezra Madrigal just scored from the middle.
Both setters have been trying to activate their middles. Maraginot going to Ezra Madrigal that we could play.
How about this luxury as well for Akari to have Jaja Maraginot and Michelle Cobb on their roster? A good pair of setters for them.
Very talented setters. Iba rin talaga yung sistema na dinadala ni Jaja Maraginot and Michelle Cobb. Don't know what to expect with Akari because sometimes Maraginot will start off, sometimes si Michelle Cobb naman.
Just like the previous game. As now Jorel Singh gets ready to serve. She has 3 points before proceeding to the back row. Service in, received by Faith Nisperos. Back set to Dindin. That drops, as now we go to our courtside reporter, Jana Ejido.
Migs and Neil, as we've talked about it earlier, it is going to be a middle blocker showdown in today's match. And that is exactly what I got to catch up with in my little chat with Des Clemente at the dugout earlier. Des specifically brought up the Lasallian connection she has with middle blocker on Akari, Fifi Sharma, adding how familiarity will certainly come into play today on that aspect. But Des took the time to study that individual aspect in their individual viewing and eyed some new ideas to prepare herself for some action on the net. Interestingly enough, this middle blocker head-to-head showdown is also the question running on the stream of the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for only 149 pesos a month. And now we will be going back to the challenge.
So this is the first challenge of the day. Thank you, Jana, for that report. I like that angle because there's some school spirit present on our outing. Neil, it's one thing to go up against
That's the same motivation.
Okay.
Kumbaga, pareho naman sila. There's that fighting spirit within them. And
block touch or not. Hard to see at that angle.
yes, there was a block touch on the left hand of Jaja Maraginot. That will be a
Unsuccessful. There's Coach Rafi, not too happy with that result. Coach Rafi, by the way, has been busy. He recently competed in the finals of UAP High School Boys Volleyball. That's UE versus NU. This is his first conference as the head coach of the Akari Chargers.
5 serving 3.
What a start for Capital One. It's now 5 serving 3. Shayo Mandal will do the honors.
Serving for Capital 1, Shayu Mandal.
Came off the bench in the previous outing, but she wasn't able to score. Faith Nisperos got some hands there.
good start for Faith Nisperos. In the past, she has been the consistent target of their opponents pagdating sa reception. But in this game, she has started out really well. She got one excellent reception a while ago. Now she gets a point off that left side.
A good build-up before she proceeds to the back. Faith Nisperos now with a chance to tie. Ooh, that's a service error. 6-4.
That will be a bonus point for Capital One.
I'm sure if you're a Capital One fan, you are loving this. Let's see if they can continue. Service inside. Nice to see by Bank Pineda. Slide for Fifi outside. But there was a net touch by Patio Rendain. Quick apology for the veteran. Now it's Fifi Sharma who will serve.
She did scrape the black part of the net as she went down.
Another chance to tie. 5 serving 6. The Lasalian sending that ball in. It's Rivera with the receive. Nice hit from the middle. And a chance to counter. There's a push. Chance ball for Capital One. Niegos. Cross-court target. A chase for Gretzel. And she lost space.
Powerful hit there from the Solar Spikers. And tuwang-tuwa si Coach Rogers ngayon because he's seeing the players really challenge the defenders of the Akari Chargers. Madami tayong abangan ng mga quotable quotes.
Oh, yes. You know, I actually would like to also experience a huddle of Coach Roger when they're playing well. So usually, pag ikaw nagtatawag ng timeout, kayo naghahabol. As now, we just saw a point for Akari. So the lead is down to 1. Biggest lead only at 2 points in this game so far. There's the receive and the hit from the middle. Clemente could not score. Counter, Dindin. Got a hand, ball put up. Rivera to the right, Sydney. Ooh, the rally continues. Maraginot sends it through. Good chance for Capital One. Combination, and Niegos was denied.
Great read there for Ezra Madrigal. She saw Des Clemente go for that slide attack. But based dun sa body language ni May Makatuna, she was really going to that set para kay Niegos. Total shutdown there for Akari.
Now we have a deadlock, 7-all. Makatuno, back sets, pambawi, wala pa rin. Pineda will send it onto Dindin. Those are the two veterans of Akari connecting very well. And they will send us to the first technical timeout, 8-7.
First technical timeout for Akari, 7 for Capital One.
Arena Plus, Astigsa Sports. We are inside the Field Sports Arena for your PVL All-Filipino Conference. And there you see Des Clemente looking to step up today in a nice battle between middle blockers. 8-7, Akari now has the advantage off of the first technical timeout. Jorel Singh, nice approach, but a better block.
Sweeper wasn't in the right position. Coach Roger was pointing that out. Kailangan merong isa na matitira dun sa backcourt in case of these types of rebounds. As for Akari, registered 2 kill blocks already here in the first set.
And to your point, absolutely nobody was at the back row in the previous sequence. Now it's another block point.
I think that 3 kill blocks. They're locking down on Jorel Singh right now.
Now we can listen in to Coach Roger.
Sana hinarumpak mo na lang pa-check ball palabas yung ball kaysa itutulak mo ng ganun. Kung nandun ka sa dulo, okay yun. Eh, nandito ka sa banda rito eh. Isang maiwan dito sa likod, huwag kang makipagsiksikan. 5 na sila doon, di natin kailangan na 6 na coverage. Maiwan yung isa para pag lumipad yung bola, may kukuha. May receive naman tayo eh. Eto na naman tayo. Wala tayong magandang atake. May receive tayo, hindi tayo maka-atake ng maayos.
Capital!
Conversion has been the issue of Capital One throughout the tournament. As Coach Roger pointed that out already, they can receive, they can deliver perfect passes to May Makatuno. But when it comes to efficiency and effectivity, dun sila medyo mababa pagdating sa numbers. And Jorel Singh has a lot of different types of attack. Kaya kailangan mo siyang bigyan ng ample support dun sa backcourt.
Well, we did see them execute better at the start of this matchup, but let's see if they can get back to their ways. Now, Capital One, ooh, they chose the slide and somehow it worked for them. That seemed really tight, but they made it work. Here's the push by Des. Now we have a substitution.
Janine Navarro.
Oh, it's Dai Navarro.
Yeah.
Janine is... Oh, that's Janine Marciano. That's right, Janine Dai Navarro. That's her name. Got me confused for a while as Dindin Manabat scores. Nope, it's outside. It's now 9 serving 10. Des Clemente doing the honors. Maraginot, back sets, Dindin. Chance ball for Akari. Nisperos, Maraginot, and it's Ezra Madrigal who will score.
Middles have been effective for the Akari Chargers. That's another big quick play for Maraginot and Madrigal. Kung nakita na nila na free ball yung ibibigay ng Capital One, nagkatingin na namin si Madrigal and Maraginot.
That's a nice connection between two Chargers. 11-9. Soltones sending that ball in. Rivera will give it up to Jorel. Better attack. Now a free ball. Makatuno to the middle. Oh, good blocking once more by Akari.
Solid net defense for the Chargers here in set number 1.
That's 2 blocks each for Dindin Manabat and Ezra Madrigal. They both have 4 points.
When you take a look at that last sequence, single block naman yung nasa harapan ni Shai Omandal. So, she also has to adjust in terms of attack angle. Hindi pwedeng diretso talaga because these are very tall blockers sa side ng Akari.
You can even include Faith Nisperos in that conversation as now Faith Nisperos just committed an error on her hit.
Still a 2-point lead for the Chargers.
10 serving 12. There's Coach Rafi with an earpiece on. We've talked about that a lot. Usually they have somebody else talking to them seated at a different angle. Back row hit for Gretzel Soltones, and that is good.
That will be the second point of Gretchen Soltones. Dating player to Coach
Yes,
Roger.
that's right. And you know what?
A nice reunion.
There's another reunion for her, and she's actually playing against her best friend in Des Clemente. They got really close when they were playing for Petrogas. Back set, Jorel, cross court, dug up by Jaja. And here's Dindin. Off speed, read well. Tight, lefty push. A good chance for Capital One, but they will give up a free ball on the other end. Maraginot back to the open. Faith Nisperos blocked and straight outside.
That was a costly free ball for Capital One. Kitang-kita dun sa reactions ni Coach Roger. Every time they give up that free ball, he knows na malakas yung palong babalik.
Good for Akari to make the most out of the opportunities given to them. 14-10. Attack from the right. Jorel Singh, that looked good.
Better hit for Jorel Singh. Sharma was also delayed in that sequence.
The spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, ang pasalubong ng bayan. Jurel Singh for this matchup has tallied 47 points to her game. Nice serve. Back set, Dindin down the line. Yes, ma'am.
Strong hit from the right pin. She has been one of the most consistent players for Akari here in the Open Conference.
Now a 4-point advantage for the Chargers. 15 serving 11. Dindin, Santiago, Manabat. Ball in. Ooh, misreceived by Jurel. It's been a concern for them all conference long. Maraginot onto the slide. Fifi down the line target, and Rivera could only do so much. That will send us to our second technical timeout. Viewing is guaranteed with Signal yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Switch now and get up to 3 months with no cash out. Visit www.signal.tv/switch for more details. Di Navarro or Janine Navarro alongside the Capital1 Solar Spikers are looking for answers against Fifi Sharma and the Akari Chargers. After a relatively slower start by Akari in this game versus Capital1. But now they're looking good, Neil, up by 5.
Capital1 still trying to find the solution to their counter-attack and transition plays. Ang daming nabigay na free ball sa Akari.
Sharp serve, ball scraped the net. And here's Navarro, straight to the back. Dug up by Soltones. It's Dindin, back row hit. A good chance for Capital1. Pipe, push. This is practically a chance. Faith Nisperos still couldn't score. The rally continues. Makatuno opening up. That's quite low for Navarro. One more time. There's a challenge.
There will be a block touch challenge.
So Akari wants 4 touches.
Yeah.
So that's 2 challenges already in this game for Akari. Their first one was unsuccessful. This is the biggest advantage, biggest lead so far for the Chargers after trailing by 2 early in set number 1.
They are claiming that the Navarro hit did not go over. This will be the second challenge of Akari in this set.
But then again, we talked about this. It's part of the evolution of volleyball. Even if it's not over, as long as there's a block touch, it's going to be good. (16-11). Everybody waits inside the Field Sports Arena. And as we have the time, I'd like to remind all of you that the next game features Cherry Tigo versus Signal HD. We did see the standings in our pregame. Those two are just outside of the top 4. So you can just imagine the sense of urgency already for both Signal and Cherry Tigo. They're trying to catch up with Petrogas and Creamline, who are 3 and 4 respectively in our table.
A lot of crucial games up ahead in our schedule. Streamline and Petrogas also in a hunt.
There was a touch, or wasn't there?
Yes, there was a block touch.
The challenge is unsuccessful. That's a point already for Capital One.
No more challenge opportunities para sa Akari.
12-16. There's Coach Rafi. Shayo Mandal will now be serving. Ball in, Gretzel receives, Maraguinot sets, Dindin attacks. Straight to the back, and straight to a point.
Akari is looking to finish this first set strong. Still have a couple of games na nasa upper half ng standings yung makakaharap nila.
So it's a tough schedule moving forward for them. Well, their wins were against Galleries, Next Led, and Farm Fresh. Teams who are under them in our team standings, as now there's a whistle blown, a violation against Akari.
That violation will be called on Fifi Sharma.
There you go.
That's the tendency pag hindi ka nakakuha ng proper break foot on that vertical jump.
So it's like stopping yourself from moving forward. A literal break. 13-17. Fifi Sharma, pambawi. And there's a violation. A net touch on the other end by Dai Navarro. They're wondering where it actually came from. Are they going to challenge it? Yes. So this will be the first challenge of Coach Roger in this game.
Yep, there was a net touch.
You think she tried to oppose it because she might have not felt it. It was just her jersey that touched the net.
Officially, that will be a point for the Chargers.
So why don't you clear it out for us? What would be a part of your body technically in terms of that net touch? Kapag tumama ba yung jersey mo? Well, apparently in that
Really depends.
sequence.
Because there was a time na even yung hair,
Yes.
tinatawagan ng net violation.
But
now,
lately,
hindi na included yung hair.
Right.
But, clearly, there was really a net violation in that last point.
okay, let's see.
Capital One will get a good attack point here though, courtesy of Diegos.
But the net defense is still there for Akari. They just couldn't get the block point as now Navarro serves. Nice receive. Leading on to that hit by Ezra.
That play has been unstoppable for the Chargers. Almost all of the B-quick plays of Maraguinot and the Madrigal na convert nila into a point.
You know what, Neil? We've been building up Fifi Sharma and Des Clemente in our coverage, but what if there's another middle blocker who will shine today, and that's Ezra Madrigal? Now there's a service error for Jaja Maraguinot. By the way, Ezra Madrigal already has 5 points. She is the second leading scorer of Akari behind Dindin Manabat. Here's Des Clemente. Service in, Bang receives comfortably. Soltones with the point. Took some time, but she still got it.
Mandal wasn't able to set that ball to the left side. Timing is very important.
Yeah, they were late, obviously, and Getcha gives us that smile. 20 serving 15. What a serve by Gretchen Soltones.
That will be the first ace of Gretchen Soltones.
She is number 4 in the league in serving so far. I love that smile. We have a timeout.
Tapos ngayon, dumalawa sila. 21 na sila eh. Alam niyo yung laro ninyo, parang ano lang kayo nakikipaglaro. Dagyan nyo ng intensity yung kilos ninyo. Dumadating yung bola, hinahayaan nyo lang eh. Napaka-easy po nung dumadating sa inyo. Huwag nyo sabayan yung kilos nila. Kailangan mas mabilis kayo, nakaka-receive tayo eh. Coverage yun ang maigi.
O'Neal, he could definitely use some more intensity in this matchup so far.
In the early stages of set number 1, Coach Roger pointed out that meron naman silang receive, but when they started to commit these errors, not just on the receive but also in the taking department, that was the time na na-expose, I guess, yung possible weakness ng Capital 1 in this game. And alam ng Akari yun. That's why they're delivering a lot of heavy serves towards the side of the Solar Spikers.
Now Soltones will look to do it again. Rachel has 4 to her name so far. Service in, better receive. Jorel Singh off the block.
That's more like it, says Jorel Singh. That will be point number 5. She is the leading scorer right now for Capital 1, and yung sumunod na sa kanya, 1 point each. That's Niegos, Orindain, and Clemente.
Let's see if the others can step up. We have seen some substitutions already for Capital 1. Navarro, Estrella, and recently it's Shirley Salamagos. It's been a while. I'm happy to see her again here in the PVL. Rovi Estrella now has the duties of serving. Ooh, that went in, an ace.
Ganda ng bunot, Coach Roger. Estrella, I believe, was part of the roster of F2 Logistics. Now she's with the Solar Spikers.
Estrella in their previous outing started, but she wasn't able to play in sets 2 and 3. Only had 1 point. Manabat from the middle. Rivera was there, but there wasn't any more help.
At this point, Akari is just clearly attacking better compared to the Solar Spikers.
Well, their attack points are piling up. Let's break it down later on before we begin set number 2, because the number is big as per our statistician. Back set. Jorel Singh against 2 blockers. A chance to counter. VP Sharma, that's in.
VP Sharma.
Sharma finding that corner pocket open. Very difficult angle. Saktong-sak.
Yeah.
Just before the end line. And Capital 1 couldn't do anything about that.
It's the corner of zone number 5, as now there is a very unfortunate rotation error for Capital 1.
Capital 1.
Was it Jorel Singh?
Ang magka-diagonal is yung 1 at saka 14. Mali yung position nila, dalawa. 1 and 14. 1 and 14. Dapat nandito.
Ito po yung diagonal. Pagkasunod yun, open po kami. Tapos yung papel.
Okay, wait.
Tingnan nyo yung papel.
Sir, check mo. Sir, pa-check.
O, ayan lang. Anong wrong position ka?
Okay. So it might have been a mistake. Let's let our 2 referees clear it out.
Check mo, di ba? Check mo. Check mo. Tama.
Ngayon, okay na.
Okay, so we're just gonna replay the point.
Looks like the second referee got confused dun sa number ni Estrella and Navarro. He was pointing out that magka-diagonal yung jersey number 1 and 14, but Estrella's number is number 19.
Oh, that's pretty close actually. We shall continue. Not the best of receives for Capital One. Jurel Singh was blocked. One more time. Same attacker. Ball up by Gretchel Soltones. And now it's Faith Nisperos who scores.
Faith Nisperos with a hammer.
3 points now in this game for Faith.
That's the Faith Nisperos that we all know.
She did mention
Power
she wants
hitter.
to build her confidence up once more. Ball up for Capital One. It's Salamagos who used her left hand. Maraginot, back set to Dindin. Wow, what a sharp angle. And that's it for set number 1. 25-17. Akari looking comfortable.
Dindin Santiago with a finisher there. Officially getting her 8th point. Built off 6 attacks. And
faster, Neil. 8 minutes faster compared to the first set.
I would say that it was still the same performance for the Akari Chargers. Medyo inintay lang nila yung middle part of the set before they got going. Dindin Santiago Manabat continued to be the star of the show for the Chargers as she delivered a lot of crucial blocks and attacks from the right side and the backcourt. Faith Nisperos also chipped in. And as for the substitutions, it was effective for Coach Rafi Mosuela in the latter part of that set. He fielded in Rosel Baliton. They were able to get quick points in that rotation. For Capital One, attacking still is a problem, but it's still Jorel Singh. I mean, she cannot bring all of the points for the Solar Spikers. Somebody also has to get their numbers going. Ang maganda lang for Capital One, mababa lang naman yung unforced errors nila. They only gave away 4 points.
So total of 7 in this game.
Category. Yeah, but ang laki ng difference when it comes to attacking. You can see the balance for Akari and for the Solar Spikers. Makatuno has been trying to engage the other attackers on the floor. It's just that si Jorel Singh talaga yung pinaka-effective. So she has chosen her more in the second set.
So overall, it's a plus 15 in terms of attacking for Akari in this game versus Capital One. And the efficiency continues to only be at 23% for Capital One. Akari went lower a bit at 38%, but still it is significantly better for Gretchel Soltones and the rest of the Chargers. I'd like to highlight the numbers of Dindin Manabat. In their previous game, she scored 16 points, and she was a topic in our pregame today. That's in 3 sets. In this game, Neil, she's on pace to score 25 or more.
Let's talk about the attempts in the attacking category. Halos parehas lang naman yung nakukuha ng Capital One and Akari. Akari had 45 attempts. Capital One had 44. So they had equal chances of getting their points in set number 2. But Akari has proven to be more effective compared to Capital One. Solar Spikers will continue to change their starting lineup. It will be Kizon in that setter's position.
Go.
And for Akari, Erica Raagas will check in for the very first time alongside Max Wanko.
Let's see if they can be effective in today's game. A push. Did that meet the corner? Nope, it's ruled outside for Jaja Maraginot.
She had that planned.
Yeah.
Planado yun eh. First point, she wanted to surprise the defense of Capital One. Napalakas lang.
And usually, setters do have their eyes on those corners, right? 1-0. There's the serve by Kizon. Dindin scoring again. She's up to 18.
Santiago Manapa down the line.
What a game for Dindin Santiago Manabat. I did say in our pregame that her standard continues to be at the high. She's not bowing down to the new generation. She holds them accountable and she empowers them. Pero hindi pa rin naman siya ganun katanda eh, di ba?
Every conference naman, nakafocus lang si Dindin Santiago Manapat dun sa goal nila to enter the semifinals. That has always been the first goal of Akari. Yung mga first few conferences, they were just easing into the tournament. They were just getting the experience that they needed as a unit. But now, with all of the games that they've had already, iba na yung target ng Akari.
Back row hit for Janica Lana. Good defense by Akari. They sent it left. Erica Raagas couldn't score. Kizon onto Jorel Singh. Ball up. Wanko keeping it alive. Back set to Dindin. Down the line. Target. As now we target our courtside reporter Jana Ejido for another report.
Thanks, Migs and Neil. And you've been constantly describing the unstoppable unstoppable game Dindin Santiago Manabat has been showing in today's match. Well, that is just her role as a veteran fully unfolding. And as what she constantly tells me, Dindin wants to lead by example, not just as one of the athletes in the team, but also with the experience she brings to the table and how crucial this has grown to become as Akari tries to stay in the fight for the semis. She and the team fully recognize how much more important her contributions are and going to be from here on. And you can catch more of some volleyball action on the Pilipinas Live app and on PilipinasLive.com and experience PVL games live in HD and commercial-free anytime and anywhere in the world. Back to you, Migs and Neil.
Thank you, Jana. Dindin continues to lead by example after scoring once more. She's up to 20 in this game already. And this is the start, just the start of set number 3 as Erica, or no, that's Ezra Madrigal with a service error.
That's the only thing that they have to clean up. The simple miscues for Akari that can be managed.
Service in for Des Clemente. Misreceived. And that's an ace.
Another good start for Capital One in all of the sets that we've played so far. Maganda naman talaga yung simula nila, but when they start to commit errors, doon sila na-fluster.
Oh, another good serve. Gretchel from the back. Chance, a chase by Lana. And it's Estrella who will send that ball through. A look and a set. Erica Raagas delivers.
Erica Raagas targeting the seam in the double block of Capital One. At the start of the conference, we didn't see her in uniform. She was not in the playing roster. But somewhere along the road, na feel ng Akari na kailangan din talaga nila ng second stringers na capable of performing at a very high level.
Well, as we get to see a service ace from Dindin, talking about Erica Raagas, Gretchen Sotones did say that she's highly impressed with Erica as a young talent. Mabilis daw mag-adjust, mabilis matuto. And so, the sky is the ceiling for her with Akari. 5 serving 4, sharp serve. Quezon onto the open, dug up by Soltones, an attack from the middle. Back row for Janica Lana. Maraginot, back to Raagas, tipping that ball through. Good chance for Akari. Back row hit, Lana putting it up. Rivera to the right. Estrella off the block.
Good idea there for Estrella. The antenna was nearer. That's why she just put a target on the left hand of Erica Raagas.
So the trend seems to continue here. Back and forth at the start of each set. Let's see if Akari will pull away by the middle part as Dindin continues to pound. 22 now for her.
Big D is back.
Oh yeah.
22 points.
Can she score 30?
Pwede.
Diba? Malayo pa tayo.
It depends on the setter.
But Neil, 30 points in 3 sets. Wow, that's going to be
huge.
one great feat.
25 pa lang, that's already a huge number in a 3-set match. But Jorel Singh will not give up. That will be the 9th point of Singh. 1 point away from getting to that double-digit mark.
6-all. But now Jorel is at the back. So can Janica Lana step up for Capital One alongside Shirley Salamagos? Wanko will send it left. Gretchen Soltones. Chased by Zell. UE connection. Nice dig by Raagas. Dindin centering the ball, and it's Soltones who will score.
That was a wasted opportunity for Capital One. That was a sure free ball coming off that soft touch of Gretchen Soltones. Estrella was not in the right position for the pickup. Nang hinahayang si Coach Roger kasi that was already a chance to get another point.
We've seen some moments here and there already similar to that. As Janica Lana attacks, but that was low. She wasn't too happy about the set. And now we have our first technical timeout. Live from the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City for the Akari Chargers and the Capital1 Solar Spikers. Akari will look to pull away, much like what they did in the first two sets of this matchup. How about the familiar faces that we have in the crowd, Neil? A lot of them.
Yeah. Ivy Perez from the Petrogas Angels, also here inside the venue, possibly scouting their next opponents. Because we're down to the last 3 or 4 matches per team.
And you did
the
say
first round.
that Akari's schedule will be hard.
Yeah.
8-6 now. Fifi Sharma doing the honors. Service in, Jorel receives. Zell sets. Oh, that was way under for Shirley Salamagos.
That will give a 3-point lead to Akari.
9-6. Back with Fifi. There's the approach and the serve. Same target. Not the best of receives. Estrella from the back. There's a wall in front of her. Akari sends it through. Pipe. Ball up by Erica Ragas. Maraginot to the left. Soltones. Not much power there. Lana puts it up. Jorel, that's low.
That's back-to-back unforced errors on the attack for the Chargers. Coach Roger will be forced to call a timeout.
Hindi gumanon. Halika na, ligtikwan nyo sa loob. Oh, ilaglagan ka. Delayed na naman yung reaction mo. Buti, umabot ka. Diba? Sige lang, magawa kayo ng magandang atake doon. Nakaka-receive tayo. Ang atake natin, open lang. Isa lang tayo binigyan ng quick. Para ka pa nag-service, andun ng service, wala dyan sa unahan. No? Ha? Oh, sige.
Let's go! Hey, Capital!
There's something about the humor of Coach Roger that makes the timeout light.
Oh yes, of course.
Alam niya kung ano yung gusto niyang i-point out, but he tries to mask the instructions with his humor para hindi masyadong ma-pressure yung players ng Capital One.
Let's see if it will take effect in the next couple of sequences. As we do all enjoy those huddles of Coach Roger Goreyev. Unfortunately, now it's a service ace for Fifi Sharma. That's 5 points for Fifi. Her points are actually well distributed in this game. 2 in set 1, 2 in set 2. And that's her first here in set number 3. 1 ace under her name. Same target. Estrella from the back. A good chance for Akari. It's Dindin. Blocked. Coverage was a bit late.
That will be the first kill block of Capital One. Much needed defensive stop. Look at the numbers of Gretchen Soltones. A quiet 8 points, but she has been busy manning the floor with excellent receptions and excellent digs.
Can she get a triple-double? Nice receive. Slide. There's the push. Chance to counter. Janica Lana. Blocked. Clemente pushes. Back and forth the ball goes and straight outside.
Clemente has to be aggressive. She already has that height. Mataas din yung spike reach niya, but she has to insert more power para mahirapan yung blockers ng Chargers. They're looking at a 3-point deficit here in the third set.
That's 4 points now for Des in this matchup. Nice serve. Mandal keeping it alive. Clemente. Are you happier with that?
Better hit from Des Clemente. Every timeout, the players have to respond to the instructions of their coach. Kanina napo-point out nga ni Coach Roger na nagiging play open or play outside hitter na lang yung Capital One. So they need to get the middles involved.
So it seems like that style of coaching once again prevails in the PVL. Soltones tried to drop the ball. It was read perfectly.
Second kill block for Capital One.
And the first block point for Des Clemente in this game. The first kill block came from Shayu Mandal, who now serves again. Soltones receives. There's the back set by Jaja onto Dindin. There you go. It's a different type of Jaja and Dindin connection.
Too strong for Jorel Singh on the dig. Point number 23 for Dindin Santiago Manabat.
Now it's a full front line for Akari. Jaja Maraginot. Ball in. Navarro receives. Keys on to the open. Janica Lana will score.
That's the type of offense that Coach Roger wants to see. Pumapalakpak na siya on the sideline. Kasi mas suwabe yung tatlong touches ng Capital One eh. Sometimes you have to keep it simple, pero yung execution, yun yung binabantayan ng mga coaches.
Let's see if they can be consistent. We're now at that middle part of the set. 12-11. Quezon, Lana. Oh, that was tough, but she still scores. Coach Roger is so happy.
4-point lead is gone for Akari.
How about that?
Donut hole in the defense of the Akari Chargers.
It's a fadeaway hit for Janica Lana. Wanko receives. Back set to Gretchel. It's outside. Check ball or not? The answer is no.
Capital One now in the driver's seat.
Lead is back with Capital One.
Nice run. You did mention Akari had a nice advantage earlier. They led by as many as 5. Wanko receives. To the left, Dindin, the usual answer. 24 points.
When she gets to 25 points, that's an entire set scored by Dindin Santiago Manabat.
Now it's Gretchel Soltones getting ready to serve. 30 is still possible for Dindin, mathematically speaking. Quezon. Back set to Janica Lana, and she will score again, this time from the right pin.
No intimidation factor for Lana in this game against Akari.
Good for her to step up off the bench. She has 6, tied with Des Clemente as the second leading scorer of Capital One. Raagas down the line, zone 1.
Navarro went up for the block against Madrigal. So that left Erica Raagas with an open block.
Oh, it was wide open. Now, it's Ezra Madrigal who will be serving. 14 all in set number 3. Lana receives. Quezon back to the left. Nice block. Capital One recalculates. Jorel Singh outside.
Ball is out.
Jorel Singh wanted to change it up. Wanted a cleaner angle or a no-touch hit.
So Akari regains the lead here, 15-14. Will they send us to our second technical timeout? Madrigal, ball in. Janica still the target. Clemente, not much power there. And the counter comes from the opposite. Tough dig for Quezon. Back row, quite low and no coverage.
Block point, VP Sharma.
It's a block point for VP Sharma. Second technical timeout, 16-14.
Capital 1.
Sa sports, Akari has a 2-point advantage versus Capital 1, 16-14 here in set number 3. And there you see Jo Maraginot supporting her sister at the sideline. We did mention marami nga talaga no, na nandito sa Field Sports Arena. We do have a nice next game for you guys. Signal HD will take on Cherry Tigo. That has a lot to do with our semifinals picture.
Heavy implications definitely for the Final Four picture.
Still serving Ezra Madrigal.
But to remind everybody, what is the format of our semifinals?
We have our round-robin format. There will be no advantage for the top teams in the preliminary round. So ang goal lang talaga ng mga teams is to enter that semifinal round.
Now we just saw a point for Capital 1. Jorel Singh again. So she's in double figures.
The 10th point of Jorel Singh.
But those were hard-earned points by Jorel. Dindin Santiago Manaba, 25 points.
Down the line.
She's had a heyday today's game.
Oh, is she gonna be subbed out? She might be. That might be it for Dindin. So no 13 points for today.
Esperos in.
Esperos returns, Michelle Cobb as well. So they have a full front line.
Team captain Michelle Cobb.
Team captain, Michelle Cobb. Sharp serve. It's great the net. Combination play read perfectly by VP Sharma.
Blockers didn't move on that combination play. Kadalasan yung combination play sa gitna, mas maganda siya pag sa transition kasi pag first attack, the blockers are already there for the defensive touch.
So it's easier
Di
to
moving
rotate.
Yeah.
Kumbaga, wala na talagang rotation na magaganap. Now it's a service ace.
Michelle Cobb.
She's always been known for her serving.
Timeout Capital 1.
19-15. We have a timeout.
Dito yung papalo kanina. Alam mong hindi niya na-block, umopen na yung down the line. Kaya mo na yung down the line. Hinihintay mo pang pumalo papunta sa'yo. Alam mong dadalhin sa'yo, abangan mo na. Para kahit pa paano may movement ka doon, no? Kaya na-afford na tayo mag-error na mag-error, ha?
Capital.
Get 7-day premium access to NBA, PBA, UAAP, PVL, and other leagues and exclusive shows when you download Pilipinas Live app. Register now for free as we take a look at Dindin Santiago Manabat, who has 25 points, 3 blocks, and 2 aces to her name. I'd like to take this time, because Neil Flores is beside me right now, I'd like to take this time to invite everybody to watch the Spikers turf as well, because this coming Sunday, Neil, sino maglalaban?
It's going to be Signal against Criss Cross. Magandang laban yan. The battle between two of the top teams in the men's division.
And who's arriving?
Mark Espejo will be flying in, alam ko, Saturday, April 13th. So that's one day before that big matchup. Brian Bagunas is already here in the Philippines. He already played in the last game of the HT Spikers.
I cannot wait for that. Same goes for our next PVL games. As now, Nisperos just scored again. 20-16, the spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, ang pasalubong ng bayan.
Look at the strength in the hands of Michelle Cobb. She was all the way on the right side. Lakas ng tulak, saktong-sakto for Faith Nisperos.
An Ateneo Lasal connection. How about that push? Oh, medyo napalakas para kay Jorel Singh.
Miscue on the side of Quezon and Jorel Singh.
Oh, you see the reaction of Coach Roger, ever so animated at the sideline. May Makatuno may be returning for our last couple of sequences. Now it's a service ace for Eric Aragas.
That has been the Waterloo of Capital 1 in this game. It's also one of the reasons why they're having a hard time in conversion. Now, Akari is just 3 points away from getting another win here in the PVL.
This would be win number 4 out of 9 outings. Nice block by the Chargers. Back row for Janica Lana, and that dig was a bit late for Max Wanko.
Not yet over for Lana. For Capital 1, at least now they know na effective yung Lana and Singh in the outside hitter position. So that can be their starting lineup in their next assignment.
Oh, nice save. It started with Dai Navarro, but it is a chance ball given up for Akari. VP Sharma scores.
We're seeing a faster tempo for Akari.
Is it because of Mitch Cobb?
Yes, again, they have different tempos of set plays. Talking about Cobb and Maraguinot.
Now, the supposed other setter is back in Rosel Baliton, but it seems like now she's back to her middle blocker position. Janica Lana, nice hit. That goes straight to the crowd.
Extra sauce in that hit.
8 points now in this game for Janica Lana. Will that be the diagonal combination in their next game? Lana and Singh. Sayo Mandal, service in. Wanko receives a bit of a chase for Mitch. Gretschel cross court, outside.
Capital 1 still alive. It's a 2-point run for the Solar Spikers.
19-23.
In terms of set score, ito na rin yung pinakamalapit for Capital 1.
It was 17 and 14 in the first 2 sets. Soltones with a cross-court kill.
He was just on top of the ball, hitting it above the hands of May Makatuno. Single block against Gretschel Soltones, definitely not enough.
So now it's 5 match points, and Dindin Santiago Manabat is back. Remember, she has 25 points to her name. Let's see if she will get the final touch. Working with Jaja Maraguinot.
Serving for the bench, Zeta Maraguinot.
Full front line to try to end it all. Received by Navarro. Makatuno, back row for Jorel. Ball up. Jaja, it's Gretschel. Down the line, outside.
Capital 1 will get to 20 points.
20 serving 24.
They need a couple of service aces, probably.
This would have to be the rotation for them up until a deadlock. Makatuno. Gretschel receives beautifully. Baliton from the middle, and there's the finisher.
Rosel Baliton through the block.
How about Rosel Baliton, just able to end sets well in this game. One as a center and the other as a middle blocker.
She's showing her versatility from the setter's position to the middle blocker position, kung saan siya kailangan.
Yes. Okay, so there you have it. It's 3-0. The Akari Chargers getting their 5th, or make that their 4th win of the season against 5.
That's right, the Migs and Neil. Congratulations to our best player of the game, Dindin Santiago Manabat of the Akari Chargers, off of 25 points from 20 attacks, 3 blocks, and 2 aces. Dindin, congratulations. It's now back-to-back team wins for the Akari Chargers, and today against the Capital1 Solar Spikers. Napansin ko naging dikit yung scoring at the start of each set. Pero tell me, how did you pull away and take this in a comfortable straight set win?
Una, in-enjoy lang namin yung laro, and syempre yung mindset namin. Sinunod lang din namin yung tinraining namin. So, yun.
And of course, Dindin, on a more personal note, your individual performance today, 25 massive points for you. Ano naman yung naging mindset mo personally to deliver this kind of performance?
Yun nga, sinunod lang namin yung mga utos ng coach namin, yung tinraining namin, and for me, i-enjoy lang every point.
And now, the chance to get into the semis is still there, staying alive for the semis fight. So, 2 games remaining. Ano naman yung magiging approach mo and ng team going to this final stretch of the preliminaries?
Practicein namin siguro yung mga mga makakalaban pa namin para mabigyan namin ng magandang laro yung Cherry and SBA.
Alright, and now any messages to everyone watching? Go ahead.
Binabati ko po yung si Sir Chris, Team Akari, mga sumusuporta po sa Akari, yung mga teammates ko, family po ng teammates ko, family ko sa Cavite, and mami ko na nasa US.
Congratulations once again to our best player of the game, Dindin Santiago Manabat of the Akari Chargers. 25 points for her today. Back to you, Migs and Neil.
Thank you, Jana. We definitely missed that type of stat line just beside the name of Dindin Santiago Manabat. Neil Flores, 25 points in 3 sets. How impressive is that?
That was definitely an impressive performance for Dindin Santiago Manabat. Pero hindi naman nakakagulat that she can perform at a very high level here in the pros. And she did get some support from the other players of Akari. Pero chipped in 8 points alongside the Sharma, Madrigal, and Soltones. So, pagdating sa balance, nandun pa rin yung balance production for Akari. For Capital 1, they relied heavily on Jurel Singh. Lana was the backup of Singh in this game, but it was not enough to overpower the attackers and defenders of the Chargers.
You see the highlights, the variety in terms of the players attacking and scoring for the Akari Chargers. And there's a bunch of highlights for the yellow shirts in Jalana and Jorel Singh. That explains what Neil just mentioned. And so it's 3 sets. That's all that Akari needed in order to get another win. Our final numbers.
48 attacks compared to the 29 of Capital 1. Yun na yung pinakamalaking disparity in that matchup. Capital 1 needs to work on their reception. Coach Roger was pointing that over and over again throughout the match. And once they get a good reception in their next coming games, for sure, mas marami silang makukuhang attack points. But for the Chargers, they will take win number 4 in the preliminary round. They just have to lessen the simple miscues because they had more unforced errors compared to Capital 1.
A +4 in that category. And if you're going up against our contenders, well, you're gonna have to play cleaner games. That applies for the Akari Chargers, who still mathematically have a chance to get into the semifinals. But everything has to be perfect from here on for them. Up next, we have 2 teams in that upper picture of our standings. Cherry Tigo taking on Signal HD inside the Phil Sports Arena, so do not miss out on that. Thank you for joining us, Regina Ejido and Neil Flores. My name is Mix Gomez, and we still have more of our 2024 Premier Volleyball League All-Filipino Conference.